Welcome back, traders, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at my first battles of the season, testing out a few new Pokemon's updated moves, and let's have a little fun here. So I'm going to be going with Dragonite. Dragon Breath has been updated, as well as Dragon Tail. On Dragonite, it also has picked up Thunder Punch. We're going to look at all of the move updates here in just a second after we do take a look at the IVs and the move pools that we do have. Empoleon did pick up Metal Sound, which is going to be farming energy extremely fast. And that is pretty amazing. So we have that on the team later down the line. I did just make this Shadow Bastiodon here, and Smackdown has been updated to do more damage. Again, we're going to take a look at all of the move updates for everything here right after these. And then we do have Cresselia, Shadow. You know how I like my Shadow Pokemon. Confusion has been updated as well to do more damage. So this is looking pretty awesome here. All right, so that's the lineup here that we do have going on. You may see a couple of other random Pokemon here or there. But with that said, we're going to be seeing how absolutely rigged this trash is. Go Battle League is as trashy as possibly ever, but we'll get more into how trashy Go Battle League is in just a minute. So Aura Sphere has been updated as well. 100 to 80 power, energy cost decreased. Body Slam went from 50 to 55 power. Then we do have Weather Ball Normal, went from 55 to 60 power. And then finally, Charm has been updated. It went from 15 power to 13, and energy generation increased. And there we have the Confusion, straight up just energy generation increased, which is going to be great. That's why we're going to be using that Cresselia for most of the time here. And then we do have Breaking Swipe, energy cost increased, guaranteed chance to decrease the opponent Pokemon attack. So pretty nice. Dragon Breath. We do have went from 4 to 3 power, energy generation increase. So that's actually going to be pretty awesome. And we will be addressing the not being able to move. Dragon Breath went from 4 to 3 power, energy generation increased. Dragon Claw went from 50 to 80 power, energy cost increased. Dragon Pulse, energy cost decreased. Dragon Tail went from 13 to 9 power, energy generation increased. Aerial Ace went from 55 to 60, energy cost increased. Drill Peck went from 65 to 70 power. Peck went from, or nothing, it just energy generation increased. Sky Attack went from 85 to 75, energy cost decreased. Ember went from 7 to 4 power, energy generation increased. Flame Wheel went from 60 to 80 power, energy cost decreased. Weather Ball Fire went from 55 to 60 power. Gyro Ball, energy cost decreased. Steel Wing, energy generation decreased, as they're trying to deter you from using that and going with the Metal Sound. Leafage went from nothing, it's just energy generation increased, so it's just getting better. Seed Bomb went from 65 to 55 power, energy cost decreased. Rock Slide, bringing this back, 65 to 70 power, now it's back. Smackdown went from 11 to 12, that's why we're using that Shadow Bastiodon. Weather Ball Rock went from 55 to 60 power. Scorching Sands, so a chance to lower the opponent's attack decreased, so it's not going to happen as often. Volt Switch is going to go from 12 to 14 power. Water Pulse was going to cost energy cost decreased. Weather Ball Water went from 55 to 60. Weather Ball Ice went from 55 to 60. All right, now let's take a look at the move updates for the Pokemon. Salamence can now learn Brutal Swing. Pretty awesome, I guess. You're going to see a lot of Brutal Swing and Crunch. I think it's for like the Halloween Cup and Halloween season. Incineroar can now learn Brutal Swing. Turtonator can now learn Brutal Swing. You know, it's really annoying when they just slap on a bunch of these things like this and say, yeah, the whole thing's changed, and everybody gets all hype about it. All like these brain dead PvP people, it's weird. Shelgon can learn Crunch. Salamence can learn Crunch. Garchomp can learn Breaking Swipe. Turtonator can learn Dragon Claw. Okay, that's pretty good. Keeping it moving here. Torkoal, which never gets any love at all, can now learn Flame Wheel, and we've seen the Flame Wheel has been updated. This one's pretty awesome here. Altaria can learn Flamethrower, so that's coverage up against those Ice and Steel types. Pretty amazing. Empoleon with the new Quick Move Metal Sound, as we're going to be using that here in a little bit. Komo can now learn Metal Sound as well. Going to give you a little bit of coverage, I suppose, up against those Fairy types, as well as farming a lot more faster, which is going to be great for you. We do have Pharaoh that can now learn Drill Peck, which is pretty crazy that they're trying to make this relevant. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute and what I think about all these, as well as the glitches and the manipulation with the algorithm, as well as cheaters like usual, you know. Yeah, so Dodrio can now learn Peck. And then we do have Ottu can now learn Peck. Togekiss can now learn Peck. Now this one is very interesting. Charizard can now learn the charge attack Air Cutter, making it a fully flying type Pokemon with Stab. Now this could even be something you could use as a freaking flying type attacker in the raids. Okay, think about it. Yeah, make a Charizard Y. Yeah, that's gonna be something right there. Pretty interesting to think about that. So I'm pretty happy and excited for that. Raichu can learn Psyshock. Ottu can learn Psyshock. Galarian Slowking can learn Psyshock. Victini can learn Psyshock. Delphox can learn Psyshock. This is like the most lazy update kind of move pools that that they do all the time. It's just such laziness. Aromatisse can learn Psyshock. Dredigon can learn Rock Tomb. Tyrump can learn Rock Tomb. Tyrantrum can learn, let me guess, Rock Tomb. Yeah, you guessed it. All right. Hakamo can learn Rock Tomb. This one's pretty interesting. Crustle can now learn Rock Wrecker, so you're going to be getting Stab, hard-hitting rock move. Pretty interesting there. Flygon can learn Sand Tomb. Crocodile can learn Sand Tomb. Nidoqueen can learn Mud Slap. Pretty interesting update for Nidoqueen, seeing that it is pretty meta. Then we do have Torterra can learn Mud Slap. Pachirisu can learn Hyper Fang. Nidoking can learn Swift. Dodrio can learn Trailblaze. Komodo can learn Upper Hand. Raikou can learn Aura Sphere. Celebi can learn Aura Sphere. Latios can learn Aura Sphere. Latias can learn Aura Sphere. Nice coverage up against Ice and Steel types for them. Very cool. Jirachi can learn Aura Sphere. Slowbro can learn Drain Punch. Pretty interesting there. A little coverage, I guess, up against Dark types, I suppose. Galarian Slowbro can learn Drain Punch. Gengar can learn Drain Punch. Pretty interesting again, coverage for those Dark types. Don't know how much that's going to help you out. And then we do have Quagsire can learn Drain Punch. Sableye can learn Drain Punch. Another interesting one there. Toxicroak can learn Drain Punch. Minfu can learn Drain Punch. Minshew can learn Drain Punch. Incineroar can learn Drain Punch. Pazamium can learn Drain Punch. Venusaur can learn Sludge. Not that great. Not that happy with that. It needs Earthquake. All right. And then we do have Dragonite that can learn Thunder Punch. Now, with that said, let's get into the bullish stuff that's going on. All right. So I probably lost a good 8 to 9 battles or more, which we're not going to be showing because I'm not going to put anybody on the pedestal here as if they beat me. But I couldn't hit the damn charge moves. Weirdly enough, specifically, it was happening with Dragonite right here. Every single time I would try to go for Dragon Claw, I couldn't freaking tap it. I mean, it's going to work here. Like I said, I'm not going to show you them. And it's like, oh, well, you're just saying it and not showing it. You don't need me to tell you or show you. Go on social media. People are talking about how they can't hit the freaking charge move or they can't even do anything at all. They're just sitting there. Okay? So yes, it was happening. And I'm not showing those battles and not giving anybody credit. Oh, I beat you, Poke. Take and shove it. And the manipulation as far as the algorithm was on point like usual. Going in there with particular type. Yo, but you got a good lead. Yes, you got a good lead here. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm showing you a handful of the battles out of 6 sets that I did today because I had a rollover one, okay? So we're just going to keep it like that. It was absolutely and utterly ridiculous, okay? And if you're, another thing, well, it's the beginning of the season. Maybe these people are just, pretty good in the beginning and, blah, 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 blah. No. Good doesn't have anything to do with algorithm and rock, paper, scissors, okay? All right, I've been doing this since the day one. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Yes, there are a lot of people out there talking shit about me, running their mouth, saying that I'm not good at Go Battle League. I don't really care. They're just mad that I was one of the first ones who went to the Worlds and then they couldn't go and they're just sitting here trying to become some sort of a sponsorship for Niantic or I don't know what the hell they're thinking. As long as they like kiss Niantic's ass or Scopely or whatever, that they think that they're going to become some sort of a PvP god that is going to get sponsored and flown out to all these places. Hey, I got news for you. That's not the facts. You're going to continue to waste your life streaming to about 50 to 100 people, maybe a handful of people on a daily basis, and really literally wasting your life. I have no idea. Go take a walk or something. And this is strictly to the people running their mouth about me. So this is so, I really, and if you're wondering, well, how come you're not uploading PvP anymore? I don't give a damn about it anymore. It is so manipulatedly rigged, it's not even funny, okay? I go in there with a water, a dragon, and then like a grass type in the back or something. I'll just get countered in the front, no matter how I build my team, I know how to build teams, despite what any kind of dummy's gonna say out there, because everybody's gonna run their mouth who doesn't like me. People just love to hate me. That's just the way it goes. And I know I have plenty of fans too, but the people who hate are louder than the people who love. That's just the way it goes. All right. And so they're just sitting over here thinking that this is gonna, by, you know, backing them up, because we quite literally made Niantic say there's no algorithm, but we already know there is. There's not just an algorithm, there's cheaters, and there's also loopholes to make other people's games freeze. So let's not beat around the bush about, oh, maybe they're, no. There's cheating and there's an algorithm. It's just completely garbage. And you know what's really pisses me off about this whole thing too, is the fact that when it comes to Pokemon, the main thing about them, aside from gotta catch them all and collect them all, is the battling. That's the main reason Pokemon exist, is to battle each other. That's what it's all about. Don't care about that. Well, they're friends. They're digital things, okay? They're not your friends. They're just random little characters in a game, all right? You use them to battle and be competitive with other people. Let's not get weird about it. They're not real creatures, all right? So don't do that companion thing. So I'm just sick and tired, if you can't tell, of Go Battle League. The season just started, and I'm already pissed the hell off. Now, this crap, man, I swear, I put the Empoleon up there, and it's like, fighter. Put the freaking Cresselia up front. Steal. It's you just can't run away from it. You can't get away from the manipulation. It is insane. My account is, I don't want to go with this hard mode, but it almost seems like that. When I see other people, which I don't watch any other people play anymore, but I used to do it all the time. I used to love to support a lot of these people, and there's still a bunch of great content creators, there's streamers who make who do Go Battle League, so don't get it twisted. I still understand that there's a lot of amazing people out there who do this that are not all crap talking, but let's be real, guys. We all know there's an algorithm. Deep down inside, they just can't bring themselves to say, yep, there is one, because I was the original one who bring it up, and it's cool to hate on me on their social media within their clicks. And you know, the funniest part about all this is a lot of these people preach, let's be loving, let's be, you know, welcoming and help other people and be positive. But the only thing that they do is negative crap talk. And that's as simple as that. Everybody acts like as if there's some sort of a great community. 95% of the PvP community is hot shit. That's pretty much plain and simple. Let's be honest. And you guys know it. They come on here creeping and watching me. So if you are one of these people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You think you're something special, but you're really not. So here we are in Go Battle League. Am I going to continue on? Yes, of course, I'm going to do battles. This is an extreme rant video. So if you don't like these types of things, I'm sorry to say that, all this, but that's just the way it's going to be for this video. I'm not going to be negative on every single one. You guys have been hearing more of positive energy coming out of me lately, but I just had to just let you all know I'm so sick of this shit, and I know you are too. So I would urge you to just not even play it. I urge you to just boycott PvP. Just screw it all together. Let these people play with each other in their little circle thing that they're going to do. I don't want to say the word, I don't get too nasty and rude with these words, but you know what I mean. Let them have fun with each other. Let them play with themselves, okay? Because this is an absolute joke. But I will say, I do enjoy battling when it's like a neutral battle. And I don't want to just get easy leads, okay? I don't want just easy leads. That's not the point. I want to not get hard countered every single game. And if I'm not hard countered, it's just like an easy lead. Then it's just like, well, I've got Metal Sound right here, but we do farm really fast, and I don't know, for whatever reason, they just let this go. I know we're in the beginning stages, so not everybody knows what they're doing, but still, it's either hard counter, or, you know, Metal Sound, and then it's just like, well, I've got Metal Sound right here, but we do farm really fast, and I don't know, for whatever reason, they just let this go. I know we're in the beginning stages, so not everybody knows what they're doing, but still, it's either hard counter easy win and swap, and you're just going to get the win. It's just giving you wins because you probably took certain amount of losses, or the very rare case where it's simply just a neutral battle. Okay, I would love more neutral battles. All right, again, I do not want easy leads. I do not want it to, I don't want to always win. I just want a fair freaking chance, because when it comes to Pokemon Go PvP, there is no fair game, okay? You can be the best player in the world, all right? Whatever the hell that means. But if you get countered in the front, back, and middle, there's nothing you can do. That's not called skill. That's called luck-based game. That is called rock, paper, scissors. All right? RPS, simple as that. So with that said, I urge you to probably try to boycott this. Stay away from it. It's hot shit. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.